अरे यार
Okay. We are going to learn the lesson agriculture.
But we haven't completed the first chapter, the chapter what sir had started.
Come on. I will do my
Again, sir.
Sir, he will complete. I am
Ma'am, can we do soil?
Sunday was this one only because they are feeding into the system. Then only I can say that okay.
So when are we having our next week? Because I need to eat this. When are we having our next week? Because I need to eat this.
So stay you are sitting, no?
No, because I have already eaten the first one. I need the second.
Second one is can eat. Now my time is 11:30 to 12:30 was the first one. No?
Yeah.
So now 11:50 only I have started. No?
Yeah.
So 12:50.
बस 51 1
उसके बाद है ना उसके बाद
और एक है।
हाँ
2:30 का
हाँ
2:15
30 हो जाएगा क्योंकि हमारा 45
हाँ
okay because I am coming from Harder so I did not get the train then halfway I got down then I took a rickshaw class होने के बाद I underestimated that train I will get. Yes, I waited for some more time, little extra time to complete that one. So I completed and otherwise I will not. Yes, now our lesson is agriculture.
Part 1, right?
Our climate is not complete.
See, climate lesson I did not start, See, when it is given to me, it will be allotted like that. And it is entered in this. Now,
1 2 3 4
one. Now, first lesson, agriculture 1. Chapter, what is that? Chapter number 11. Okay, what is agriculture?
Bring up crops.
Crops. Okay. This one, agriculture, originates from the Latin word agere or agree, which means agree, that is growing of crops. Means agree and culture. Okay, together means growing of crops. Did you understand? See, we know that agriculture is an age-old practice, but the crops are grown. Different methods are used, so it is not a new thing which is introduced. So from time immemorial, people practice different ways of growing seeds. See, it happened accidentally. How this is developed, little bit historical side I am telling. You know that people, that is in the olden times, they were wandering from place to place. Okay, you have studied in history, that is they were nomads. They wandered from place to place. Earlier, everywhere the people were moving from place to place.
In India, aliens.
Before that, you studied about the Homo sapiens and all those Neanderthal man. When the evolution of man take place, these people began to move from place to place. Let us imagine a situation. On his way from one place to another place, he happened to get some fruits. Imagine, no? That is traveling along with that older person. So he happened to get some fruits. He ate that fruit and threw the seed. When he threw the seed, and then he moved. After some time, when he happened to come back that side, we find that the seeds he had thrown is growing to plants. It's not happened all of a sudden. So people began, when they started settling in one place, they started planting this one. That is sowing that seed. Then the seeds grow into plants, and that plants began to give fruits or whatever it is. So this is how they learned the technique of growing crops. Got it? So accidentally it happened. Then they began to settle down in one place. Then they started growing different types of crops. Got it? Now, why this one agriculture is important? What are the uses of agriculture? Can you tell what all things we are getting?
Food.
Food. Sorry.
Economy.
Raw materials for industries.
Economy.
Economically it is useful. Okay. Raw materials means
Oxygen.
it absorbs carbon dioxide and give oxygen. Okay. So economic point of view, what is that? For industrial purpose, it give raw material. Raw material. Okay. So got it? What is raw material? अभी clothes बनाने के लिए cotton, jute is the. So like that, what? Yes, coffee, tea, cocoa. All these things are different types of things which we get from the
Agriculture.
agriculture. Agriculture. Okay. Rubber. Have you heard about rubber?
Yes.
Rubber is used for making tires. Okay.
Yes.
So all these things are the use of that agriculture. So many things we are getting, that is for the raw materials and other things that you told about the coffee, etc. Another thing is that it helps in increasing the GDP. Have you heard about
Gross
this?
domestic products.
So what
Production,
is,
sorry.
gross domestic product. How it is that it grows domestic product. What is the meaning? They give about 14% of the GDP of the country.
India.
So
It should be
14% of 17.
No, they give 22%.
No. 14% of India support agriculture. Is that a GDP?
Employment. Yes, 3% is economy.
GDP contribution is 14%. Then employment purpose, if you are taking, it provide employment for 60% of the population. Isn't it? Directly and indirectly, about 60% of the population engaged in agriculture. So provide employment. So contribute to the GDP. Then what is that? You told about that you provide employment. Now, another important contribution of agriculture is that export.
What is GDA?
GDP.
GDA. Gross value added. Gross value added.
What is that? GDA.
GVA. Gross value added.
Grow value. value added product. What is that? If that cotton is there, cotton is made into a finished product. So value is added to that product. That is when you are going directly to purchase a t-shirt. So what is that value is added to that product? That is what value added. Okay. So here it is contributing to that export point of view. Clear? Why agriculture is important? It provides food to the people. Then it provides raw material to the industries. It contributes to the GDP. It provides employment to the people, and it is also contributing to the export. Got it?
Yes.
Now let's see that. But this all depends upon monsoon. That is a restriction. If monsoon is irregular and irrational or not sufficient, that affect the growth of agriculture.
Yeah, it will retard.
So that is why there is a kind of limitation as it completely depend or purely depend upon monsoon. Got it? Now we are going to see what is the importance of agriculture. You told about the tea, coffee, many other products we are getting from agriculture. Then another thing is that agriculture is a source of income to large number of people. Then it prevents the movement from rural areas to urban areas. What does it mean? If people migrate from rural to urban areas, they have to they are coming in search of getting a job. Got it? So that is not having any guarantee that that person will get a job. Is there any guarantee? So if there is agricultural land, they can stay back there and do something or the other on the field. So it prevents the shift from rural to urban areas. Got it? Now let's see what are the problems faced in agriculture. Can you tell any problem which faced in agriculture?
By fungal attack.
Irregularity of
Fungal attack.
Fungal attack.
irregularity of rainfall.
See, irregular or irrational rainfall. That means agriculture. See, you can write in the points. Dependence on this main points you just write. So remembering. Dependence on rainfall. Okay, the first point, we can't tell that when exactly rainfall will come. How much rainfall will be there, we don't know. It is uncertain. Okay, uneven distribution. Some places are getting more rainfall, some places are not getting rainfall at all. So that is what unequal distribution. Got it? These all problems are faced by agriculture. First point is clear? Now fragmented holdings. You just imagine, are you still writing or completed? Done, no? Okay. Now, you just imagine your grandparent has a holding of 1 acre. I'm just giving you an example only.
It's 1 acre.
1 acre land. Okay. This 1 acre land, that acre is that area that plot, land का unit है, unit. Okay. So acre is there, hectare is there, gunda is there. Maybe, what is the exact calculation? I don't know. Okay, your grandparent is having 1 acre of land. He has 2 sons. So what happened? He divided the land among these 2 sons. Okay. So what is that? 1 acre is divided into 2. Now, okay. Now that that is your father is having 2 sons. Okay, you and your so that 1 is again divided into 2. So इसको क्या बोलता है? Both small size holding. एक सन हो गया तो एक सन को मिलेगा उतना. But आजकल ना what parents are doing, they are thinking for a long term policy. They will not give that immediately. उसको विश्वास नहीं है अपने बच्चा को, पेरेंट्स को मरने के बाद में उसके पहले तो लिख के रखेगा.
In my absence, this person will be holding.
Death के बाद. That is why in modern times, the parents, the children are not taking care of. So they have to think about it. Okay, leave it. So, now very small size holding, they are not able to do agriculture in a proper way, or they cannot grow much. Can they grow? Because machines cannot be used in that small, that means half acre land. What machines they can? And that also sometimes, if the plot is distributed in different areas, that in a scattered way only that plot that person will get. So, if that plot is inside, They cannot bring that machines inside without the consent of other persons. That may be belonging to somebody else. So this kind of restrictions, fragmented holdings give rise to low production. And it add poverty of the farmers. Got it? Now, next point, lack of irrigation facilities. What is that? The lack of irrigation facilities?
There are no wells.
Huh?
Because
Yes.
There's no water. Due to the quantity of
Rainfall.
rainfall,
Water is less, but if the water is there also, every field it is getting also difficult problem. So lack of irrigation facilities also discourage agriculture or give low production. So that is another big problem. Okay, but nowadays many of the type of agriculture, that means when we are talking about the green revolution, I'll talk to you about the green revolution also. Green revolution means that much sufficient water is required. So if water is not there, how they can introduce green revolution? Okay. Now, third point is clear. Now, what is the fourth point is methods of cultivation. See, again, we will go to that previous this thing. If the land is fragmented, if the land is not having sufficient facilities of irrigation, what method can be adopted? They cannot implement
Now,
any
could you
good.
please repeat your question?
they can run.
If there is smaller piece of land, if there is no irrigation facilities, what way they can do the agriculture?
machines.
Machines?
They can make they can make a paper where they would all along join the lands together and they form one large agriculture field.
That is what if all are agreeing upon. That is what a cooperative or collective farming. Understood? If you are having a land, but you are working somewhere, you are having a job, you don't want to do agriculture. Huh? So, is it possible for that people who are doing agriculture come and contact, search and come and contact you? Will you give that land for cultivation?
But I'll take some money for it. Then
You will see your mentality is that way. The other person X is not having that mentality. He will better think that okay, जनजन के लिए नहीं जाएगा. Or after some time, if they take off that property, if they made some legal this thing to occupy or to possess that property, so there is a fear. Why the people, that is, there are some rented houses. Why they are making that agreement first? After this time, you will be removed from this flat, or you have to change the flat, because there is a fear that if they live long period in the same flat, of course with agreement only, but they can claim that house in the long. Okay, the same way agricultural land is also there. They can make that earlier times that the property is not having proper papers. So they can occupy it. So many people nowadays, those who are working abroad or any other places, are not ready to let it lie there. So your suggestion is good, but better methods of cultivation cannot be done in such condition. If irrigation is not there, if the field
Add
is
fertilizers.
See fertilizer का बात पहले छोड़ो ये पानी नहीं होएगा तो ना fertilizer कैसे डालेगा?
तो पानी लेकर आओ.
टैंक खा सकते हैं ना उधर
हैं?
टैंक खा सकते हैं ना पानी
But then how?
See,
वैसे पानी लेकर आओ जाएगा.
हैं?
But there are machines.
See, I will talk to you about all the methods of agriculture. Then you will understand that. Then suggestions can come. Because there are many types of agriculture practiced by different sections of people. So anyhow, novel methods or new methods of agriculture is not possible if the land is scattered, if the land is small in size, and if the land is not having sufficient water or irrigation facilities. Okay. Now, you told about this thing, some kind of suggestions to improve. Okay. Now, government itself tried different methods to improve that agriculture. So, you don't wonder?
नहीं रहते स्कूल में
Then you will feel.
Okay, listen. Now, I will tell you that background, that is, India was an agricultural country from time immemorial. That means, so 100% of people were engaged in agriculture in earlier time. Then only secondary activity and tertiary activity started. Secondary means industries, setting up of industries. Tertiary means services. Okay, these two activities started very late. So earlier, all the people were engaged in agriculture. Now, continuous agriculture made the land poor. Will it be poor or not? You are not doing agriculture, so you won't understand that one. Continuously, if you are using anything continuously, that particular thing will start diminishing return only. That means it will stop producing. Now, this board, I am giving example only. Continuously you are using rubbing, you are writing, rubbing. So after that time, after some time, some marks will come, and that it cannot be erased completely. It will not be visible in a proper way, because overuse of anything can cause problem. The same is the case of land. Land was used for long time. So because of that, after a certain period, it stopped giving any production. Okay. Now the government, after independence, had taken so many steps to improve. What are the steps? See, earlier time, there were some rich farmers who had large areas of land. So many hectares of land. Acre se bada hai, hectare. So many hectares of land. There are other people who are not having any piece of land. Okay. So the government, after independence, made some laws to make that laws are called land reforms. What was the changes made? One is land reforms. According to the land reforms, the government made a ceiling. That means ceiling means a limit of land any person can hold. अभी मैक्सिमम इतने ही आप कोई किसी भी व्यक्ति को होल्ड कर सकते हैं. That is what we call by the term land ceiling. Ceiling is the limit of land. Got it?
Yes.
Now, if I am having 100 hectares of land, so the government fixed I should hold only 10 hectares. Okay. Then rest 90 hectares will be taken over by the government.
But that's unfair because already from our ancestors are keeping that 100-hectare land and they are will take
90 hectares are taken.
That's unfair, right?
It is not unfair. I mean, you are having that land. फिर बाकी किसी को land नहीं है. वो लोग क्या खाएगा, कैसे जिएगा? So the government will fix a person. It is not free of cost. The government will make some kind of money so that you are not donating it. There are some people who donate their land also.
So government will give money for the 90.
Yes, 90 government will fix one amount to give.
And what if the person doesn't? What if the person don't accept?
Nobody can stop government.
Government is making the decision, means nobody can question it.
Government announced. Government.
See, if the government is your school principal is taking the decision, you don't like that.
Why would it take? Why would it take acres of land? What is do with it?
That only landless people it will be given, no? Again, small or whatever is that, nothing is there for people. So some lands will be given to the landless people.
What if the government gives an unfair amount of it? Like I got 100 hectares, but I will keep 10 hectares by myself, and if government will give me only 10, that's what 90 hectares.
That is not.
That's an unfair amount because
see, nowadays you are calculating in terms of currency note. You are not. You are calculating in terms of currency note.
Yeah.
But the country's safety, country's security, country's growth should be given priority.
Yeah, but what
you
if,
are not the only person living in the country.
Yeah, I know, but what if they give us an unfair amount? Like my ancestors are
At the
keeping
same time,
100.
see, ancestors did not get voluntarily that. Government did not grant them also. What was that? In earlier times, big landlords were there, zamindars were there. तो वो पोस्ट से लेके अंडर कंट्रोल उसका कंट्रोल में लेके आएगा. अभी ये पूरा प्रॉपर्टी का अधिकार गवर्नमेंट को ही है. तुम और मेरे को कुछ अधिकार नहीं है. Full property is government property. That is why we are paying tax to the government.
But you already paid for the property.
Huh?
But you have to pay.
No, you did not pay for it. That time, that by paying some loan, giving some loan to that people, that lands are taken from the people unfairly, and that is only the government is taking.
But they are returning also.
Huh?
They are returning.
What they are returning? Ancient times that the condition, if you are studying, the people were not able to pay returning. If they are not paid for it, I am working under you. So that I am not I am not having any land. I am working under you. Whatever work I am doing, you are not paying for me. Understood? So, but after some time, you take that is whatever I am having. That is in return for that you have provided me some work. But you never paid for me. You never taken care of me. But unfairly, you are taking whatever I am having. This was what happened from earlier time onwards. And people like me at that time, अनपढ़ लोग हैं, मेरे को कुछ मालूम नहीं है तो मेरे को एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं. But once after independence, that people started understanding, and then only these laws began to be passed. Understood? So when the laws are made, land ceiling is made. When land ceiling is made, happily that the people accepted. Now I told that is why the same word you are calculating on the basis of currency notes. You are getting the protection. The government is giving you protection. That is why you are able to sleep.
Oh, that means that if government opens a company on that land, and that land means whatever the company earns, that amount of money will go to me.
I'm not telling it that present day. How many? Yesterday also, 5 or 6 soldiers were killed by the terrorists.
Yeah, Chhattisgarh.
That is हो गया और बॉर्डर में डेली होता है. तो ये सोल्जर्स क्या करता है? डिफेंड करता है. उसके लिए सैलरी और ये देने के लिए कहाँ से पैसा आएगा? हमारे टैक्स से. तो ये प्रोटेक्शन कौन देता है? गवर्नमेंट ही देता है ना. तो गवर्नमेंट की तरफ हमारा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है? ये गवर्नमेंट बोल रहे तुम्हारा जमीन से थोड़ा दे दो, मैं वो जो जिसके पास प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है उसको दे देगा, उसको भी जीने का.
For free.
Actually, I told government will fix. You don't ask me such questions and make me.
शुरू को इतनी नींद आ रही है, तू इतना प्रश्न पूछ रहा है, ऐसे समझ आधा आधा आ रहा है मेरे को. तो नींद आ रही है, सुबह 7 बजे से इधर बैठना पड़ रहा है, मैं 10 बजे उठती हूँ. कूदना पड़ा है.
क्या 4:30 बजे?
नींद ना आती है.
4:30 से 7 बजे तक पढ़ना पड़ेगा.
Okay, sleeping. हाँ.
मैंने सोया नहीं भाई.
What time I got up?
Nocturnal.
I slept at 1.
I got up at 6:30.
I slept at 2:30.
I slept when I sleep.
नींद नहीं आती फिर.
I was.
I slept last week.
I never slept.
What?
मैंने उसको अलग.
Caged bird.
Ma'am, may I go to
Caged
toilet?
bird.
Caged bird.
You cannot sleep.
I can't sleep.
You can't sleep. You're a caged bird. You're a slave.
That's why you use that.
Okay. Bye. Listen. So government made so many rules. So that is what I told. Land reforms are taken. And
This is under problems.
no problems हो गया. इधर solution में या तो.
There are 6 problems.
That 4 problems you study. Okay. 4 problems I have written that one. Then solution में first है land reforms है. Then second is that agriculture research organizations were made. उसमें क्या है? रिसर्च करके वो नया तरीका वो जो what is suited for that particular land. Soil testing is one method. Okay. Soil testing.
Top layer में remove ना.
See, soil का
Testing.
हाँ
Acid है कि
अच्छा वो टेस्टिंग.
the soil
मेरे
is
को लगा फर्स्ट लेयर जो निकालते नीचे का जो ये होता है फिर
नहीं,
वो एग्रीकल्चर में नहीं है वो सॉइल.
yes I understood. Soil erosion is the top layer is getting eroded. Okay, the fertile part is going. Okay, that is not our thing. I am talking about what the government do to improve. That means that as a solution to the problems, what is that establishment of that agricultural institutions, research centers, and soil testing. I mean, किसी soil में acidity कम है और किसी soil में alkalinity है, तो उसके हिसाब हिसाब से जो ऐड करने का वो ऐड करके उसका फर्टिलिटी इंप्रूव कर सकते, दैट इज व्हाट सॉइल टेस्टिंग का यूज है। अभी कितना अमाउंट पानी उसमें डालने का, तो क्रॉप के लिए कितना जरूरी है, ये सब देखने के लिए यूजफुल होता है। ओके, अंडरस्टूड? देन you might have heard about the weather bulletins. Weather bulletin.
What's that?
About that weather, that is about the rainfall.
What is the
अरे what?
अरे उसका हाथ गिरा था उसने टेबल पे रखा
So weather bulletins about heavy rainfall warnings are given. Okay, so this warnings help that people to do that agriculture when it is favorable. So that is what a weather bulletin. You used to hear that sometimes cyclone may come, or the people should not go out. Heavy rain may lash, or that you will get that there will be high tide. All these type of warnings can be given by the government through weather bulletin. It will help the farmers to do the changes in the farming activities. Next is that Kisan call centers, Kisan credit cards. All these things are introduced to help that farmers.
Yojana.
Yojana. That is
What's that? Kisan credit card.
Kisan credit card is there for financial support. Okay.
Means this is for farmers only.
नहीं हमारे लिए होता है.
See, we are learning about. I'm not teaching you about the students' beneficial program. I'm talking about agriculture. Agriculture के लिए क्या क्या किया? Okay. Now, next thing is what these all points I have told you. Now, fourth point is green revolution. See, this green revolution is a package approach. Listen, don't waste. Package approach in which high yielding varieties of seeds are used. What is that? Varieties of seeds.
Like biologically they do something in it and it gets high yields.
See, there are two types. One is
HIV is a
that
disease.
high.
HIV होता है वो.
That is HIV. That is that is why I wrote it and I told it. Okay.
उसी का पार्ट है. टेस्टी.
I got confused.
See, actually, it is human immune syndrome. Virus is causing that way. It is not.
Immunity weak कर देता है.
Immunity weak कर देता है उसको. What is
हाँ ठीक है ना तो.
actually it is not a disease. It weakens the immunity system, and any type of disease can cause the death.
Common cold.
So people are interpreting in a different way because they don't have that proper idea about it. Let us come to this. High yielding varieties of seeds. Then irrigation. Use of chemical fertilizers. So it is about the package approach. In the package approach, what all things are there? That high yielding varieties of seeds controlled irrigation, and use of chemical fertilizers. I will give you one example. You heard about the basmati rice.
Yes, ma'am.
What is biryani के लिए? It is very costly one. So उसको क्या बोलता है? High quality. This one is high yielding. So if we want more production, we have to use high yielding varieties. And if that high quality we want, that one. Everyone is not purchasing that basmati rice. They purchase other rice and basmati also they use. That is when time
But
needs.
quality seeds have less nutritional value because they are modified. So people prefer the others. Like who can afford? They don't prefer for HID seeds.
HYV. Okay.
These are
It happened. Okay. So now its aim is to increase the production from the available land. Okay. Increase the production. That is the aim. Green revolution means revolutionary production in the crops. So when suddenly the population increased, that is when we got independence, we were in the very bad poverty condition. Poor we were. I have told you about the famines and all. So much happened. So many deaths were there. So now, when we are independent, our aim is to increase the production and to make that people getting sufficient food. So in 1960s only this type of invention have made. You might have heard about a person called M.S. Swaminathan. Yes, this one green revolution का पिताजी है. So father of
economics में
he only
पूरा chapter है बोली.
he only designed that one. And as a result, the effect also came.
Also, the Indian Green Revolution was caused because of this. He was the main factor.
He only made this approach, introduced this approach, and as a result of that, food production tripled 3 times.
Oh.
So when the population was increasing in that phase, food production was also increasing. For a long time, this happened. Now, when continuously these all things are doing, again the land's quality deteriorated, and now we have to design another method. That is why gene technology, new methods, organic farming, all these things are coming back. All these things are introduced. That is in order to back up. That means we have started from this one small level to a very high level. Then it came down. Now it has to balance. So we have developed gene technology, organic farming, and biotechnology, etc. Balance. So this is how these systems are balanced. That is, solutions are like this way. Okay. You want to have your food also, no?
Yes.
No, afterwards problem should not come. That is madam break in here.
Next subject is
Yes.
Geography only now taking.
I'm teaching geography, but you teach geography.
I am taking, that is all the 4 branches are in my
I can teach
Geography.
history, geography, political science, and economics.
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 You teach
I was taking in CBSE.
Now, क्या पढ़ा है? Economics.
Political science.
Unless you are not a finished word, I need sleep and start with that to take my
Want to take
Yes.
Yes.